this is Scry Mine. This is going to be a human 1 versus 1 game. A pretty decent level of skill in this game for most players. I'm going to be the red human, and my opponent will be the yellow human, and the map is Turtle Rock, as you can see. We're going to be doing sort of standard strategies, though different. He's going to be going for Archmage first, with a Mountain King second, and I will be going for Mountain King first with a Blood Mage second. So it's going to be a little bit different playstyle from these two strategies, what they sort of excel at, and the playstyle is actually going to be different as well. It sort of flip-flops. At the beginning, I'm sort of playing the aggressor, and he is going to be going for sort of a really risky creeping pattern, and it's going to sort of pay off for me going for my aggressive strategy, because I catch him in the middle of his creeping and do a lot of damage to him. So as you can see, I'm going for the Mountain King, sort of walling my base a little bit, but I leave plenty of room for tier 2 buildings, a tower if I want to put towers up to prevent harassment. And I'm scouting. I think his scout actually, I think he actually aggroed the creeps or something, and my scout ran into them as he was running by, and then I foolishly just ran my footman through him. So couldn't blame him for that one, but notice he's going for the shot early, and he's being a little bit, being very sloppy, running his footman through the turtles, getting a ton of damage on him, and also having to wait on the footman. So really sort of poor execution on his part for that. And I believe I scouted him. Well, no, actually I didn't. It didn't go into his base. Maybe so. But I'm going to run over here and try to catch him, see what he's doing, if he's going for the arms or whatnot. And I catch these peasants running back, and so I'm going to try to get as many kills of them as I can. And as I got one more bolt left, I should be able to get this peasant killed here. Maybe even get both of these if I'm lucky. And yeah, I was able to get all of those. So there's 4 peasants there, and he lost a footman creeping, I think. So, and he didn't even finish the camp, which
our forces are under attack.
I sort of assumed that he did finish it, since he his army didn't run by me. So, but that was sort of a mistake. I should have went over there to check. Could have mopped that camp up and gotten a lot of experience. Really messed him up, because he's gonna go back there and get it, and hit level 2. But I set him back quite a bit in terms of economy, and he lost a footman, and he took a lot of damage on his Archmage. So speed up a little bit here. He's going to creep. And now I'm going to sort of back off on the aggression, because if I had stuck around, I probably could have did some more damage. But I really want to get level 3, and I figure he's going to be a little bit sort of hamstrung about creeping bigger camps. So I'm going to try to throw an expansion up here. I think I get defend. Or maybe I don't have defend. Oh, okay, I do. So defend is really good on this map. There's a lot of piercing creeps. I notice he is going to scout me creeping here, which is going to be sort of lead him to creep jack me in a bit. But with defend on this camp is pretty much the main sources of damage are the Skull, Berserkers, and the Warlords. So defend is really going to help minimize the damage you take creeping this. And again, the footmen do good damage against the trolls. The Berserkers, at least their armor type, are going to take extra from the footmen. So pretty much want to focus in down first, and you're going to get a great item and good experience. Notice I'm well past level 3. He's quite a bit away from level 3, so level 2 Bolt is going to be, is going to let me really pressure him quite a bit. I wanted to go get a regen scroll, but sort of he came up here and sort of messed up my plans here. I should be able to get this hero kill, but I'm a little bit slow. I just did miss this around there, so that was annoying. That could have really made this harass a lot less damaging. You know, even if you would have killed these units without his hero, wouldn't be getting the experience. He would have been stuck at level 2. Would have had to spend more gold to revive him, etc. So, but now he's going to go ahead and be able to get some mana, not have to rebuild his hero. Any of these kills he's going to level his hero. So I'm trying to micro the footmen away, not lose any more than I have to, but these peasants are not going to be able to run away. This footman is wants to come back and get killed, I guess. I was need to take him out of the group, but so he's killed pretty much all the peasants. He's hit level 3. Now he can throw down level 2 water elementals, which is really the Archmage's advantage. And then when he gets tier 2, in terms of casters, he's gonna have Brilliant Aura, and so any sort of caster battle, you know, it's probably gonna favor him because he can just cast more, you know, spell steal or slow or healing touch from the priest. And, yeah, so that's sort of the advantage here in the mid game. Now, the late game, you know, the mountain team can get very strong. You know, it lets me, you know, put a lot of pressure on his heroes before he gets a paladin, if he does go for a paladin. And that is in the AoE ability. Thunderclap is also pretty good against casters and footmen or workers if you can get in there. So notice he is rolling without any towers. So he has been pretty okay with that since I haven't pushed into his base. But he hasn't really needed any towers, but so that's good on him. He didn't have to expend the resources on that, whereas I sort of threw an arcane tower up there in case he was going to try to harass me. You know, not a big deterrent for a real push, but hero harass, pretty decent. So he didn't take my expansion out completely, so I brought some more peasants over here. I need to be building it. So right now he really has to prevent me from getting this expansion going. The tower, but he's in a really good spot to do that. Though the one thing that is good about this map and this expansion spot is I can run militia over from my main pretty much at any point, and get a little bit of for a short time get extra meat for the army. And notice these extra units have allowed me to trap his Mountain King over here and get the kill and get this expansion up. Now without his Mountain King, you know, it's going to be pretty risky for him to stick around here. And
I can't build there.
I'm trying to find his Archmage here. Has he let's take a look here. He has lost both his heroes, so you know, sort of stabilized here where he's got the casters. He doesn't have his heroes to keep the pressure up, so that's really how you want to defend your if you're fast expanding with a Mountain King in any matchup really, but specifically one where you're in a situation where he's got the stronger army. You know, you really want to try to get that hero kill to slow them down so you can get some towers or some more units. You know, in this case, a second hero for me, the Blood Mage. Now I've gone for Mana Siphon first. You know, Flame Strike is not going to be that useful at level 1 against, you know, breakers and casters and footmen. They can move them around. He can even Stormbolt, if he times it right, to, you know, interrupt the Flame Strike, though that is a little bit difficult. Or he can just move, you know, and, you know, with the healing, if he gets Priest, you know, level 1 Flame Strike really isn't going to be that game-changing. Now, what it is going to be strong, though, the Blood Mage, is at level 1 is Mana Siphon, because while he can interrupt Mana Siphon, you're really going to be able to stop him from casting a ton of Stormbolts usually. So, and then you can power up your Mountain King with
Forces are
mana.
under attack.
So now here I'm going to do sort of a bad thing here. I maybe should have been not creeping right now, just hanging around my expansion. And also what I definitely didn't want to do is leave a Belt of Giant Strength sitting on the ground after I creeped, but I did. That was an extra, you know, I already have one Belt of Giant Strength and one Glove of Gauntlets of Strength, so my Mountain King would have just been, you know, even more ridiculous. It's already at 1175 hit points, and with Mana Siphon, I can just keep him rolling. So I've got these towers up. He really is going to have a problem trying to press this down on the army here. You know, at any point, if I keep his heroes low, you know, he's going to be hard pressed to be aggressive. Notice Mana Siphon is just really letting me continue to punish him. And then at level 2, I get Flame Strike. Just, you know, an odd chance. He's got some casters sitting around, or, you know, if I press his base, or, you know, he just got me, put me in a good spot to Flame Strike. You know, can throw a Flame Strike at him and do some good damage. So, really good skills going with the Blood Mage. Now, the game is pretty much going like a lot of times the game will go if a human fast expands against somebody. You know, they can stay at tier 1 a little bit longer. He had his casters up first, but I was able to neutralize his attack with Stormbolt. And again, with my good Creepjack earlier, it sort of helped me out. And as long as I can just hang on to this expansion for a little bit, I'm going to slowly get the advantage. These towers are going to make it hard for him to press. You know, any battle right there is going to favor me usually, because I can, you know, I've got a shop, I've got some towers, and you know, I can just fight near the towers. It's going to be like having an extra army with me. So, and the longer that expansion stays up, and he doesn't have an expansion, you know, obviously is going to be better for me. So it's pretty much he's on the clock right now, unless he can do some kind of you know, win one of these battles out of his base, or, you know, transition into a better army. But he's not going for tier 3, which might have been his something he's going to try to do. I do not have a lot of anti-air. The Mountain King, that's one of the things so the Archmage provides, the Mountain King doesn't. His Water Elementals, which, you know, they're not that amazing against Griffins and stuff, but, you know, I don't have Riflemen, and I don't have a Workshop. I do have a Blacksmith now, so I could produce Riflemen. I do have a Workshop, actually, so, you know, I've set up some maybe and start to get some anti-air, but, you know, he could creep really quick if he would have gotten them faster. You know, maybe taking these towers out easier, I don't know, but, or, you know, gone for siege engines or mortars or something. But at any rate, you know, he's still got that bigger army, but with this Mountain King level 5, I can do a whole lot in terms of, you know, fighting him, even though he can, you know, even though I can't really win a sustained battle, as long as I can force him to TP or, you know, get a hero kill here and there, you know, and even the units, if I can get around his casters and get Thunderclaps and Flame Strikes, it's going to be pretty good. These items are really great for me, these strength items. So now I want to get the Blood Mage up to level 3. The Mountain King is not going to get any extra experience in creeping, so the Blood Mage is going to creep by himself with these units. Notice I've got the Priest and the Breaker. It's going to be plenty, since healing is so pretty much effective against these small creep camps. He's going to be okay creeping there. And I've got the Mountain King in case he shows up. I can just, you know, fight him or something. So I got level 3. I don't know. I want to say I got Mana Siphon on level 2. Just because it's like twice as fast stealing his mana. Which I really don't want him casting any Storm Bolts if at all possible. And, you know, or Water Elementals if I can sap his Archmage. But mostly going to focus on the Mountain King. And one of the combos you can do with this is, against Archmage Mountain King, is, or even if you get a Mountain King first, is, if you Storm Bolt his Mountain King and then Mana Siphon, he's not going to be able to run away as quick to break the Mana Siphon. So, you know, you're going to get that, just a little bit of extra Mana Siphon could, you know, could save you from a bolt, you know, or, you know, get all his mana and whatnot. it's really going to be a pretty good combo. Because a lot of times the Mountain King again will be out, somewhat near the front to use the mana or use the Storm Bolts and tank and everything else. So again, having Tri-Hero would have probably been good for him to prevent me from pressuring his heroes quite as much. Maybe get Knights. I don't really have a lot of really great counters in Knights. Though this level 2 Thunderclap is going to be okay, I guess. But, Knights would have probably been strong. Knights, Paladin. Stuff like that. So, that might have been one of his options to try to counter my strategy. Because, the more and more this goes, this tier 2 really isn't posing that much of a threat. I've got all these breakers. And you really can't snipe my heroes. So, it's really going to be all about the hero play now. But again, I do have the expansion, so slowly I'm gonna get up to the advantage. I've added mortar teams to counter his casters. Look, it's doing a really good job here, even without the fragmentation charge. I'm tanking all this damage with the Mountain King. I've got an invulnerability potion. Pretty much not worried at all about losing this Mountain King. Again, he doesn't. He's only got level 2 Stormbolt, and, his army is pretty much, I can ignore it in terms of hero focus, so, it's really bad news for him that I've had this expansion so long, and he did a pretty good job timing it and attacking it, but, getting that early creep jack on him, really sort of slowed down his ability to pressure me, just enough to where I was able to keep it. And a couple of good hero situations, and then it's pretty much hard for him to fight me, even though I've got the smaller army. I think, well, now I've finally sort of overtaken him in terms of army size. But before, I really didn't have a big army. I was really just working off of the strength of the Mountain King and some hero focus. So he's trying to get the expansion up. He's creeping his camp. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to get him. He's at level 5 on his Archmage, and he's not really going to lose anything because he can use that Heal Ruin and then he's going to have this gold mine to expand out. But the problem is I'm pressing him, and he doesn't really have time to take advantage of getting this expansion because, I'm in his base, taking out his buildings, I've got these border things, he can't just ignore it, and yet he really can't fight me right here, and compounding that, he runs right into his Archmage is out of position, it's all alone, so that is just, that's going to be good games. He had a good job with the militia there, getting the mortar teams, but, really bad job with the Archmage. I don't know if it would have mattered per se. I mean, my heroes are just so powerful in combination. These thunderclaps are just tearing his economy up. I even could have cast one more thunderclap earlier if I was willing to melissa, but I think it's a footman or something. So, but Flame Strike, comes in and he knows, I've just got these breakers. He can't really do anything to deal with them. I've got these priests healing up, and I took his whole economy to even try to fight me there. So, a few more water elementals would have been, maybe that would have been good to have them, but I don't think it would have made the difference. So notice the hero kills, huge difference. 5 hero kills. I think 2 of those are at the end. So, 3 hero kills going into that battle, I guess. Unit kills, I've got a lot more, about 12 more. He actually killed more buildings than me. So there was that. But in terms of units produced about the same, actually, he actually produced slightly more units, and but I had the larger army at the end. That really came through at the end, really. But in experience, I had quite a bit more experience than him. But again, that was with the hero kills. Tech percentage, I have a lot more. I sort of branched out and got sort of a more versatile army. Again, I was able to do that because of the gold mine, the extra gold that I mined. Now, I did get hammered with upkeep here. I lost about 2,000 gold to upkeep he only lost about 400. So, if he would have been able to take the expansion down at any point, that gold loss through upkeep, it could have came into play. It was about 1,800 or 1,700 extra gold lost from me. So, but the difference in gold mined between us was just a little bit over 6,000. So you subtract the 1,700 from the 6,000, and it's still left with a huge difference in gold income. So that's really allowed me to really sort of bounce back from his attack. Eventually, he really had sort of the better army for mid to really in the mid game. But eventually that expansion just I was able to overwhelm him while keeping him away with the storm bolts, which again the blood mage helped out with that, sort of keeping him from storm bolting, and let me dish out pretty much tons of damage just from my hero. So that's one way you can play this matchup. I don't know if he reacted quite as well as he might have. He tried to stay at tier 2. He probably felt like he had the advantage after he got that all those peasants down, but and he did sort of have the advantage. But I was able to get hero kills that really just took all of the wind out of his sails on his attack, and so that's really one way to play it. If you're in his shoes, and you see that Mountain King Blood Mage, maybe get a Paladin to sort of offset all the damage. But then you're going to need level 2 as quick as you can, so he can't just drill your Paladin down. But good positioning also can, with his army size, with a Paladin would have been, potentially allowed him to do a lot better, I think, in that game. So hopefully you found that sort of interesting to watch. A little bit of a different play style. As a Mountain King, when I use Mountain King, depending on the matchup, sometimes I'm going to want to skip creeping for a bit and just sort of roam around and maybe catch them in a creeping situation, sort of like a Blade Master would do. 3 footmen and a Mountain King, can potentially, if they're creeping aggressively like he was, you can catch sort of a lucky break and really punish them accordingly. And certain races is easier to do it against. An Orc player can sort of give you the slip a lot of times with a Blade Master, and it's hard to chase him down, even if you catch him without Dust of Appearance or Boots of Speed, etc. You're not really going to be able to get hero surrounds mostly. So again, against a Blade Master and a Mountain King, not really going to be that good. But against undead or human or elf to some degree, if they're ancient war creeping and you catch them doing that, maybe put some damage on a demon hunter, kill an archer, get a hero surround, whatever. And then you can sort of, after that, you can sort of do what you want. Maybe keep pressuring. Usually after the first creep jack, you're probably going to need mana. And they're going to be expecting it, so they're going to probably not be as aggressive creeping, and then you really should probably try to get some creeping in yourself and get level 3. Maybe go for an expansion like I did, but that also has its risks. If you take too much damage, or you get caught out with your hero a little bit far away, like I was trying to go get a regen scroll, and then he popped up sort of at good timing. So so that's sort of how I execute that play style. Again, it's map and matchup dependent, but that's what I think is the more effective way to do it. So this is Scrymine signing out.